proceed with caution. Skeleton AP is frosted.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That is incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Jackson now. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this,
okay.
All right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this 1st down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
On 4th down, it's Collins. Pushing his way through. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They hand off to their big tight end. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made by K'Wan Short. On second down, Jackson to the right side and complete to Hurst. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And the Browns getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now a handoff. Johnson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Hurry up, here we go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it's caught by Parker. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to...
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku from 6 yards away. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Jackson now to return. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's a first down run with Collins. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Collins. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Myles Garrett with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! That's right. Let's turn in.
Second down, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Finding some room at midfield. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
First down, Mayfield. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Johnson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Gun!
From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Gun!
Mayfield to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
Here we go. Now let's go.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. They throw right around the 6. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Nick Chubb taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, second and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On second down, here's Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gun.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Play action. Now Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. Play action. It's Jackson. Right side caught by Jackson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we reach halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Jackson now to return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Drops it underneath for Collins. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Jackson on second down. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. And the ball is knocked out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually. And they'll hold on to the football as well. The Ravens on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Jackson will throw again. Throw left side complete. It's Jackson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. In for the score. And the Ravens are in for 6.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And his throw here's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Now Mayfield. That's complete. It's Gordon. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Down to about the 22 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They go to Johnson again. Shedding the tackle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown as a Cleveland Brown. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. They go play action. Mayfield. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Jackson now to return. And a very nice return up to the 35, but was it aided by something illegal? Let's find out. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Now Collins. And he stopped immediately there. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They go again with Collins. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll try and run for it with Collins. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jackson on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run with Collins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Jackson looking left side, Andrews with it complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Starting the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got his tight end, Njoku. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10.
Detroit! No, check. Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Mayfield on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the 1st quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have 1 right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Blue 90.
Mayfield now from the 50. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield down. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Parker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Ravens. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that's incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now it's Jackson. And incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw again is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now a give to Collins. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this Browns defense stands tall. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They begin the drive with Johnson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Green 39. Green 39. Hot. Hot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Browns send out their punter now. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And the Ravens taking the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Here's Jackson. Caught left side to Crabtree. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Jackson. This is caught by Jackson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Jackson to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Flush to his right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Jackson. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Jackson. That one taken in by the former Bruin, Jordan Lasley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Gun! No. Check. Patriot!
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
On second down, Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover.